Wow, suck it in. We are live. Once again, welcome to another live broadcast of Solutions and Answers with your Breakthrough coach, Santos Rolon Jr., Stockton, California, the world's #1 problem gambling annihilator. I am excited to be here once again. Let me see. Excited? Yes, I am excited and honored to be here once again to host this program. I'm hoping to meet a few fine folks like yourselves to join me on the broadcast tonight. And let us look for, what are we looking for? We're looking for solutions. We're looking for answers. We're looking for a better life, man. We're looking for something better, more money, more energy, better health, right? And we just want to get away from all the garbage, man. Get away from all the garbage and just move forward and serve folks, serve people. So I am excited to be here. I have a couple of things that I'm going to share later on, but since Jim is on the broadcast, I see we've got one. Good evening, Jim. Good to see you here, man. How is Mr. Jim doing tonight? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're hoping to get a few joinees on a Friday. I know Fridays are kind of challenging because it's a Friday night, you know? And, well, I'm just glad to be here. I'm privileged. So we're going to hang out here for a little bit. I'm just going to wait a little bit to see who joins and what questions I can do my best to answer. Let me see. We need to intentionally get excited about life. Yeah. And we have to make ourselves excited sometimes, right? You know, it's funny, Jim. They say fake it till you make it. What exactly does that mean? Fake it till you make it. I don't know. It has a negative connotation. To me, if you want something in life, you got to practice. You have to imagine. Somehow you have to create a plan and, get excited, intentionally excited about. So I agree. I agree with that one. I totally agree with that one there. Yeah. Well, looks like we may have a slow night. By the way, we're going to be back here on Sunday. Just some house cleaning here. We're going to be back here on Sunday, 7 p.m. And we will also do another test pilot on Tuesday at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. California time, Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be back here in the morning. And if I get enough questions, if I get enough activity, maybe we'll carry the Tuesday 11 a.m. and we'll go to a Thursday 11 a.m. also, because we are doing, let me see, Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to do, I might do Wednesday at 7 p.m., Friday 7 p.m., Sunday at 7 p.m. So my friends, I am getting myself out there, but unfortunately, if I just don't get enough activity, I have to do what I have to do. You know what I mean? We have to do what we have to do. So, Jim, let me see. We've got a few people. By the way, if you want to let me know who you are, where you're from, I would appreciate that. Let me know where you're from also. I'm in Stockton, California, USA. Let me see. Jim Quick says imagination helps lead you to better memory. Yeah, Jim Quick is an interesting fella, isn't he? Jim? He is. Jim Quick is a very interesting fella. He's got a really unique story. He's got a lot of childlike faith. I really enjoy listening to him. I don't have any of his books or anything like that, but I've watched a couple of his programs on Mind Valley. You know, Mind Valley, they have a coaching platform for coaches worldwide. And I've heard his testimony, and I heard some of his about what he does for coaching on that platform. He's an interesting guy, though. Real interesting. All right. Well, we've got a few people that are joining on, and I mean, should I take off my mask? Is that what it is? Maybe my mask. Oh, wait a minute. I did take off my mask. Geez, I thought I was wearing my COVID-19 mask. No. I'm just either that, Jim, or I'm just showing up too early, man. You know what I mean? Either I'm just showing up too early. I tried 4 p.m. Let me see. I tried 4 p.m. That would be 8 p.m., right? I tried 4 p.m. That didn't work so well. So now we're trying the 7 p.m. And we're getting some joinees. We're getting some people. But no questions. No questions, man. I don't know. Maybe I should start performing or something, doing more dances and stuff, making funny faces. I wonder if that would work. If I just made funny faces right on just your live program, I don't get a notification even though I signed up for it. I think people also are not getting the notification. Well, you know what happens? There's an algorithm with YouTube. The more that we participate, Let me see. We are back. I apologize for the inconvenience. We had some technical difficulties here, but we are back live. This is your breakthrough coach, Santos Rolon Jr. Stockton, California. We're feeling strong tonight, very strong. Are you feeling very strong tonight? Are you feeling very strong tonight? Are you feeling very strong tonight? We're going to be here for a few minutes. I'm going to attempt to take on your question. Hopefully, why are we here? We're here because we are seeking something better. We're here because we're seeking some motivation, a plan, a step. There's something that we're looking for, and we happen to find ourselves here on this program. I don't think it's a coincidence. I believe it's divine appointment that we're here. So my question to you is, what are you looking for? What is it that you need? What is it that you need, that you must have? Can we find that thing? Can we put it together? Can we find a step? Can we find a solution today on this broadcast? Anyways, I'm back. I had some technicals, a little bit of technical difficulty. So let me see what is going on. I'll try to get on the notebook computer. My phone isn't working. Okay, yeah, we're back live. Let me see. Just finished the book yesterday. Thank you. Now, just because you finished the book doesn't mean that you finished the book. I'm going to encourage you to dig deeper. Get your digging tools, my friend. What are your digging tools? Time and a place. And you go there with the book and you take 15 minutes and you dig deeper. You dig deeper. You got to find your solutions. You have to find the answers. You must find the answers that you need. You have to have a mindset of I must. I must. You know, we have to believe, we have to exercise belief. And you know what? If we fail, we get up and we try again. Right? If we fail, we get up and we try again. And you fall, you get up and you try again. That's what success is all about. That's what growth is all about, my friend. Okay. So I know I got a little bit of a late start here. Let me take my glasses off. It'll be a little bit easier for me to see. All right. I can kick back now just a little bit. That's what you know what I like to do? That's a good idea that you brought that up. I like to put notes, and if I get a book, whatever, I'll write on the pages as I'm reading it. I'll just put notes and I'll put the time and the date. So when I go back to that page a month later or 2 months later, I can reread that thought that I had and I can think, wow, this is pretty neat how I was thinking over here. I don't think that way anymore. Or, you know, or maybe you need to go back and look at that thought that you had. You know, it's really good to keep notes in your books. It's a very, very smart thing to do. It's a good thing to do. So that's good. By the way, we do have, I see we've got a few people coming on. Why should you join the family? Why should you join the family and get emails from Soldier of Self-Mastery? Well, they're going to give you some good reminders. Could you use some good reminders during the week? How about a little bit of motivation? Little poquito motivation. Could you use a little poquito motivation? How about a little poquito inspiration? Join the family. That's what the email's for. You can ask me a question. If you can't think of a question right now, maybe late at night, you think of a question, type it up real quick, and you send it by email. And you go, wow, man, I got that question out. I asked Santos. I remembered. I got it out there. Now I'm going to wait to see what happens. You got to believe with me, my friend. You have to believe with me. We all have to exercise belief. If we're going to grow together, if we're going to create income together, we have to believe together. And then did I mention Sunday? Yeah, Sunday at 7 p.m. and then Tuesday at 11 a.m. We're going to be working on an 11 a.m. 30-minute program. And by the way, my book is still available. Makes a great gift. All right. Support the mission. Please support the mission. All right, my friends. Let me see. Mauricio. Hey, welcome. Good evening, Master above. Mauricio Pereira. Hey, good to see you, man. Let me know where you're from, Mauricio, if you can, if you will. I'd like to know where you're from. Maybe you have a good question for me. You have a good question to ask. I know I ask for questions all the time because you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates, man. You know, one question that you ask me might help me in some way to do something different, to do something better, more efficient, to do something bigger, right? We want to stand out. And I don't know. Some people don't want to stand out in life. Some people just want to be, some people want to hide. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be noticed because they're, for whatever, that's just the way they are. That's not me. I want to be big, huge, big. Who says that? You guys know somebody that says huge, big. Anyways. Hey, there's Jim West. Welcome to the broadcast. I did get to test drive my Audi today. I went and test drove an Audi. It's an S, I think it was the S3 model Audi. Little car though, small car. That's going to be my next project. Anyways, just thought I'd share that with you. By the way, have you guys heard, you probably have heard this, my joke. I didn't make it up. I just heard it and I thought it was kind of funny, kind of in a neat way. Maybe you'll laugh, or maybe you'll laugh at me for saying this. Let's see. All right. It was a race and it was a tomato, there was a faucet, and there was a lettuce. You see, the lettuce was ahead, the faucet was running, and the tomato was trying to catch up. Not bad. Hey, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Anyways, time's moving along, my friends. I haven't gotten a good question. Oh, Brazil. Muy bien, amigo. I wonder what time is it out there in Brazil right now? Because you're in another time zone. I had somebody, let me see. We had somebody from another time zone. It was like 3 a.m. Somebody was watching. They joined in. I was like, wow, I'm reaching that far. That's cool. That's cool. So Brazil is in the house. All right. It looks like we're getting a few people coming in. Let me see. They keep reducing the speed limits in my area and radar up. Culito. But I slow SUV maybe. Yeah. I had the previous vehicle that I had before this one was a turbo, and I got used to turbo, man. You got to have a turbo. I don't know. That's just my opinion. All right. By the way, the topic that we've been really focusing on these broadcasts has been focus. It's so important for us to stay focused these days that we're living in, because if you don't stay focused, you know what's going to happen, right? That's a big no-brainer. Yes, it is. That's a big no-brainer. If you don't stay focused, you know what's going to happen. It is work. It is work to stay focused. All right, we're coming down. Any questions, my friends? Any questions? You know what? Since I'm not getting any questions, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a little bit from my book. In fact, I started reading the other day. Let me see if I can find out where I was reading. Just read a little bit, you know, until I get a question or something. I think this is page 42. Page 42. What did your parents call you? One label can change how you see yourself. I recall an event that took place one summer afternoon. My early childhood buddy, who is now deceased, his name's Antonio. We used to call him Burring, and that was referred to as donkey in Spanish. So we called him Donkey. I will call him T because I didn't have his permission to put his name in the book. So T and I were walking down our main two-street street in between apartments one afternoon, and we passed by a vehicle that had several older men inside. One man in the car had big ears, and he had a label that he was referred to as. Not something that he appreciated, but, you know, some people can be mean and they can put labels on you, right? They can call you names and stuff and make you feel really little poquito. We want to feel big, right? We want to feel big. We want to feel strong. We want to feel smart. Smart. I want to feel smart every day. Smart. Wise. Anyways, so I remember this day. I'll never forget it because it could have been pretty bad for my buddy Antonio Burring. We passed by a vehicle. There were several older men inside. One of the men in the car had big ears, and my friend said something to him as they were driving by. We knew these guys in the car. T jokingly called one man in the car, "Hey, ears." And as we were walking by the car, he kind of waved the hand, like almost like to touch his big ears. You know what I'm saying? Here's an older guy. We were like 16, 17. We were just kids. This is an older guy. I could just see him in the car, just turning red from embarrassment from hearing that name. I don't know why my buddies decided to call him that. I don't know why. Maybe, you know, again, it was just jokingly, right? You know, we're kids. We're doing things through the day. We're walking around, and sometimes we make fools of ourselves. And what does this have to do with it? It has to do with the label that we carry. You see, that guy had a label, and they would call him Ears. I remember him. His name was Ting. That's what we called him. I don't think I remember his real name, but it was Ting. He's a big fella, and he had some big chomping ears, man, you know. And, you know, especially when you're children and stuff like that, you get joked on. Sadly, that's just the way it was in the ghetto. Wasn't a good thing. Well, my friend almost got beat up because he was warned, don't you ever do what you did to me on the street in broad daylight ever again. Ting told Burring, and that was the end of that. But later on that afternoon, Ears was working on a car beside a few other guys in a parking lot, and they had fresh oil in a little bottle that usually had rum in it. So these guys would take like a rum bottle and empty it out and fill it up with regular oil. So if you know the color of rum, it has that golden color to it. Well, they got back at my buddy by let me see if I should probably read the rest of this, huh? Yeah, let me read it. It's kind of funny. I got to work on everything. The more I read into these books, the more I can put into it. Well, Ears was working beside the other guys in a parking lot and had a fresh oil in a little bottle that usually had rum in it. T and I were walking by, and he was threatened by this guy with the big ears, and he says, "Yeah, don't you ever call me this." And then they gave my buddy Antonio a swig from that bottle because anything that represented alcohol or that smelled like alcohol or something like that or looked like alcohol, we wouldn't even ask. We would just take a swig out of it. He took a couple of good swigs out of that bottle, but it had fresh oil in it. Can you imagine? They had their laugh. It wasn't a pretty sight. I think he threw up there. And anyways, that's the story. My friend, I don't know if I know my friend he's passed on. The other guy, I don't know. I've never seen him again. So anyways, I am thinking about making the trip to Nevada tomorrow. I'm thinking about it, but the problem that I might run into is you may need a permit in that city to be out on the streets, to hand out flyers. City ordinance. Yes, you have to play by the rules in all of these cities and stuff, because if you don't, you can get thrown in jail or you can get a hefty fine. I tried to call the police department, city ordinance department, and it was just going from one phone to another. So let's see how tomorrow goes. And I'll be out in front of the casinos. I may be out in front of the casinos passing out my trifold that I have that Nick from Chicago, an ex-gambler that I've helped me produce this really cool trifold. And I was sponsored by a casino, so I put some in a casino. And so we're still working on getting more of these in the casino. That's what we're doing, to help people get away from problem gambling as quick as possible. Yes, I've been making phone calls. I've been reaching out. I've been doing what I can. Yes. So that's what I've been working on. Yep. Yeah. COVID-19, but my friend, free speech is not as free speech as we think here in the US. You have to have permission. You have to have permits. There's a lot of things that you have to do in order to be on a street corner in front of businesses. You can't just go there like you used to 20 or 30 years ago and pass out flyers. It doesn't work that way. In every city, some cities you can, but you got to have permits. And it's about a 6-hour drive for me from here to drive up to Reno. I haven't done it in years. It's a nice drive. We'll see. Let me see. Mauricio says, how to quit forever. Poker that is destroying my life. I spent 8 hours playing. They say that poker is a mind sport, but I think it's a gambling game. Well, you're gambling. You're gambling. It's a little different than playing a slot machine. It's a little different than playing the dice, craps or roulette, but it's obviously a form of gambling. And if it's affecting you emotionally, if it's affecting your wallet, if it's affecting your bank account, it might be affecting the Billy family. You know who the Billy family is? The bill collectors. Big family, right? The Billies, the bill collectors. They have a lot of members, a lot of cousins, a lot of nieces, a lot of uncles and nephews. It's a big family. We can't get away from them. You'll never get away from the Billies. You can hide from them, but the Billies will get you somehow, some way, or they will ruin your credit. If these things are happening, then it's obvious that you have a problem, right? So it doesn't matter whether it's a card game or some other. If you have issues, then you've got a problem. And And with every problem, there is a solution. With every problem, there is a solution. You remember the Spider-Man movie? I love this. The Spider-Man movie, it was asked, with great power comes great responsibility. Right? With great power comes great responsibility. And I guess I'm saying that to you because, let me see if I'm trying to get my thought back. It doesn't matter. If all of these things are in your life, then you've got strife. Then you know you've got a problem. It is gambling. And you need to get away from there. You need to move away from there as soon as possible, because if you don't, you're going to ruin your life. You're going to ruin everything. Right? You have to get, and I'm going to be real. I'm going to be more real with those of you that are here, because listen, those of you that are here, you all have the capacity to move forward in life. You all do. Listen, you have power. You have something called mind-mouth power. It's there. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. If you're going to let card game and slot machines or casinos dominate your life, I mean, will you let them dominate? Those are things that you can conquer. You have to believe, my friend. You have to believe. There was a time in my life where I didn't believe these things that I'm sharing with you right now. There was a time where I didn't believe. I didn't know. I didn't know that I had a mind-mouth power. I didn't know that I could believe. I didn't know that I could watch videos. I didn't know that I could use a journal. I didn't know none of these things, but I practiced them anyways. I practiced. And it just got me faster, and it got me further away from gambling. And, today it's all about serving people. It's all about serving you. That's the mindset that I have. Serving you, finding ways to serve you on the other side. That's my goal. That's why I come to this program. I got to find ways to serve you. I can give a lot of things away for free. That's not too good. When you give a lot of stuff away for free, it's just not too good, because, people take things for granted. But I do offer, videos and different things, and I would hope that you would take advantage of these things. I'm gonna keep coming back. I'm gonna keep going on the airwaves. I'm gonna keep sharing what I'm doing, and I'm just on a journey myself, man. I'm just like you guys. I'm on a journey myself. I'm no better than anybody, no better than you guys. I wake up, and when I wake up in the mornings, I put my pants on 2 legs at the same time. One leg at a time, right? But listen, if I can do what I'm doing, my friends, listen, Mauricio, Brazil, my cool one, Paul in Canada, Jim in the UK. I know Jim Moto, Motorized Bicycles, is a successful man. He's a successful man in his ways, but I know that he's also got room for growth. We all can go forward. We all can go forward. Bit by bit, we can make it legit. It doesn't have to be strict. It could be fun. You can even do it under the sun. But free speech is being impacted. It is. Yeah. Mauricio says, "You're an amazing, Santos. A lot. Thanks. Great power, great responsibility. You really know what to say. Your channel will grow soon for sure." My channel will grow soon? I'm hoping it'll grow now. It's growing little by little, but I need your help. I need your help, my friends. You could promote a video. You could buy a book. You can send a donation. I need your support, my friends. That's why we're here. So I don't care if it's $5 or $10 or $500 or $1,000. Yeah, I do care. It's all going into the same pot, and it's going right out the same window. It's going to help you, and it's going to help more people around the globe. That's what it's all about. We're almost done. Okay, we are all under the sun. So thank you. Thank you, Mauricio, for that. Appreciate the positive. We are all one. Yep. Yes. All right, my friends, we're coming close to the end. We are coming close. I want to thank, let me see. I'm going to hang out for just a little bit longer. If I get a question or two, I'll hang out for a little bit longer. We are going to be back here. It is Friday. We're going to be back here Sunday at 7 p.m. and we're going to be back here on Tuesday at 11 a.m. in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, California. We've got emails going out during the week. We're going to have short motivational videos during the week to help you. We'll take on topics like depression or facing your fear or what to do if you lost all your money, how to get away from gambling quicker, how to stay away from casinos. These are the topics that we're bringing up. And I ask you to share. If you got a topic, you got something in mind that you need help, send me an email. Don't hesitate. Send it, my friend. I shouldn't be pointing. I apologize. I can't point. I should point up. Point towards me. So, thank you. Appreciate the donation, brother. Appreciate. Big shout out to Jim. Been supporting the mission here. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. And I say, if I'm not helping you, you wouldn't be here. you wouldn't be here. But if I'm helping you in some way, remember to support the mission. Like I said, $5, $10, $25 is going to get you a signed autographed copy of this book. Okay. $25. I got to send the shipping. And it depends. If it's outside the United States, then that's going to be at least $15 for shipping. I'm going to ask $30 for the book. $25 within the United States. I'm going to put a little message in there for you. Just a little simple message for you. Okay. That's what the book. And so thank you, Jim, for that. Appreciate that every time, brother. And did you get a copy? Have you gotten a copy of one of our books, Jim? If you haven't, I'd love to send you. I mean, you've been donating a couple times. I'd love to send you a copy of the book. And we have other books coming, but they're not here right now. So thank you. I truly appreciate that. Let me see. Santos, can you set up interviews with large subscriber addiction channels or personal development channels to get subscribers? We're working on that also. I've done some interviews. I did some interviews, but I wasn't really prepared back then when I was doing these things. I think now we're a little bit more prepared. So we're going to be reaching out to people. Listen, my friends, if you guys know somebody, a channel that does gambling or that does some specialty item online that you think would be a benefit, maybe to connect with me, I could kind of pick their brain a little bit, send me some info. It takes a lot of time to research, look for people, send emails. It takes time. And if I'm doing it by myself, it takes even more time because I got a lot of projects. So I could use help. Help me, please. So, all right. So yes, thank you, Jim, for bringing that up. We are working on that. In fact, I have a playlist on my YouTube channel where I have interviews. I've interviewed several coaches, Evan Carmichael, Monster Motivator, who else? Coach Travis Brady. There might have been a few others. Yeah, there's a few others. Jim, Nicola. So we're working on it. Definitely. Yeah. No, I haven't got one yet, but yes. Would you like to have a red one? Well, if you send me, you know what? If you send me an address, let me see, send me an address via email. I'll see if I can get one out. You're in the UK, yeah. That's gonna probably shipping's. I'll take care of that. You've been donating here and there, so that's fine. Just send me an address, and I'll get one of my books out to you. Ship it out to you, man. I got to order some more. Got to order some more of the books, but it's a simple read. But use the book. Use it. Pound it, man. Like the cement, like the sidewalk, right? You pound the sidewalk. Use it. Use it. Use it. Use it. Use it or lose it. With great power comes great responsibility. With great responsibility comes great power. Thank you, Jim. All right, my friends. Man, we're almost out of music here. Almost out of music. And there we go. So I want to thank all of you guys. Pablo, Jim Yumoto, Mauricio, Brazil, Pablo, and there was a few other people that joined us tonight. They've been on and off. The invisible, I got to send a shout out to the invisible men and the invisible women. Santos, don't point. Okay, I'm trying to remember that. Got a few comers. So, any questions? In fact, it's Friday, so maybe I will hang out for a little bit longer. See if I can get another question in there. Find another area to read. Okay. Page number 65. Take responsibility for your financial life. The price of greatness is responsibility. Winston Churchill. Say this out loud with me. I'm going to encourage you to say this out loud with me. I am responsible for my financial life. This is the first step toward building financial freedom. I am responsible for my financial life. Not my boss, not Sears, not the United States Navy, not my wife, not my daughter. That's for sure. I am. This is the first step toward building financial freedom. You are responsible for your financial life, not your parents, spouse, children, or close friends. There are two roles you must never abdicate the authority to anyone in life: the driver's seat and the check. That's interesting because the driver's seat and the check is what we give over to gambling when we give it over to gambling, right? We find ourselves driving to the casino. Sometimes I used to drive 6 hours one way. I did it for many months to a casino from the Bay Area. And your checkbook, because once the casino has a good grip on you, write the check out or go to the ATM. Hey, Irene, go. Irene, go. Welcome to the broadcast. Hello there. Where are you from? I'd like to know where you're from. We're here. This is live. This is Solutions and Answers with your Breakthrough coach out of Stockton. I'm in Stockton, California, by the way. We've been here 48 minutes. This is typically a 30-minute program. I take on your questions. We look for solutions. We look for answers. We look for motivation. We look for inspiration. We look for cooperation. How about some instigation? Maybe some instigation in the right way. All right. We want solution. Let me see. We want solution to the pollution. Solution to the pollution. Answers the truth, the light. We don't want to fight, or do we? We want a good fight. We want gambling to take a flight because we don't want that plight. You have to fight with all your might. I hope you got your sight. Was this bright? Anyways. Anyhow. Is gambling and emotional instability a poisonous combination, or does gambling cause emotional instability? You know, Jim, people go in the casinos to win money. And that's a journey. When you step into gambling, it's a journey. It's an unknown journey because you don't know where you're going to end up. You know, there's people that have ended up rich. It's a small number, very small number, but what happens to people when they come into a lot of money? If you're in the casino and you're winning a lot of money, you win a lot of money. If you're not mentally prepared, you got to deal with a lot of stuff. And so there's a possibility that you can win money, and you can also end up under the curse of that win if you're not mentally prepared. You can end up getting hooked and then go back and lose everything. Some people have lost everything after a big win. They won a huge jackpot and just everything went downhill, and then they end up committing suicide because they couldn't handle the pressure of having all that money. I don't think gamblers think like that. Man, if I win a big jackpot, we're talking millions, right? Or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. That kind of money can be like you underneath a building, inside a building, and the roof caving in on you from the weight of something on top of it. It can literally crush you. And then there's been those people that have gone in a casino, won money, walked away. Right? People win the lottery, they walk away. It's a small number. So, we don't know that journey. Everybody's different. You go down that journey. But I tell you one thing, that if you begin to feel that something's wrong, we got to recognize it, but we're not taught. We're not taught this because we really don't know when things are going to go wrong in our lives when it comes to an addiction, right? You don't know when you're going to get hooked. You might get hooked the first time, right? You might be a type of individual that you went one time, you're hooked, man. You're done. Depends on who you are upstairs. Yeah. Gambling is like alcohol, can lead to addiction. Yeah, especially right now during this time, we're facing an unusual time out there in the world. I don't know about you, but I find it a little bit strange. And money is not that easy to come by these days. You know what I mean? It's not. You got to work harder to get money. And some people are out there breaking their back, their spine. You know what I mean? Literally breaking their spine to make money, and they're giving it away. You know, how much more of this COVID-19 experience are we going to be in? Because it is hindering us every day in some way. Man, this is the classic time. This is the classic moment to get away from gambling or sports betting, roulette, or anything of that nature that will rob you. This is the time to get away from it. And it's a good time because it's like the environment is being prepared so that you can escape. If you look, right? If you look real well, it's an environment Some casinos are still closed. There's a lot going. You can't really, get around like it used to. So this is a time for us to take advantage. It's like right now is the time to be in the gym building your muscles so that when everything opens up completely, you'll be able to step out of, and you don't have to worry about the casinos. You don't have to worry about giving your driver's seat or your checkbook. Yeah. Yeah. You play with snakes, you will get bit. That's right. You got to kill the snake at the head. Yeah. I see we got a few more people. I'd love to know who you are. There's people watching. I'd love to know who you are, where you're from. If you have a question, if you have something, maybe you're struggling in your life with something. I don't know. It could be gambling. It could be something associated to gambling. It could be another addiction that you're looking for a way. Please identify yourself. I know there's somebody else watching here except for the few people that are interacting with me. The invisible men and the invisible women. Santos, now where would you invest? I don't trust markets, banks. I'm not going to have a business. I have a good career. What you think? What would you invest in? Well, you have to invest in yourself, number one, because you're the one that lays the golden eggs. You're the goose, my friend. Some people are investing in the golden egg. You don't want to invest in the golden egg because that's a complete loss. You got to invest in yourself. You're the one that produces the golden egg. So you have to sit down with yourself and think, right? You can call banks and you can, there's a lot of things that you can do if you want some sort of investment, but you got to really, really do your homework. You got to do a lot of homework today. If someone came to me and asked me about investments, I would ask them, what do you know about investments? What research have you done, right? What would you like to invest in? If you could invest, what would you like to invest in? The moment you answer me, there it is right there. Now you just got to find that path. You got to find a way to invest. I've invested. I have an invention that I'm working on. Over the last 6 months, that's what I've been doing, investing in my own invention, investing in myself. Is there a guarantee for my invention? I don't have anything in writing says that my invention is going to make me millions. I don't have any of that writing. I just have faith and I have belief. I've done some homework. I've paid people to do the homework for me. And I've exercised my faith, man, and I'm hoping that this thing will hit big here. I can't take the money with me, but I can pass it on and I can give to charity and I can give, right? I can give to do things to help other people. That's what my plans are with the hundreds and thousands that I make, that I plan on making, because I ain't giving it to the casino. That's bullshit right there. They'll never see me give them another red penny from me. Never again. And that's my personal battle every day. For the rest of my life, I've dedicated myself to never again gamble. I've dedicated myself. That's a challenge that I challenge myself every day. Every day. Yeah, I'm a pretty strong person. I've done really good. I've gotten away. I've deleted it. I'm the world's number one problem gambling annihilator, but I still remind myself every single day that I'm challenging myself. Just because you think you got things under control, don't be proud about it. You better humble yourself. I'm not saying that I could fall in a casino. I'm not going to say that. I don't need to say that. But I do need to remind myself every single day that I'm on a challenge. I don't know why I say it out loud. I say it out loud. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's somebody outside of myself that needs to hear that, right? People, things in the spiritual world. I don't know. But that's my challenge. And I also do this Because if I can win, and I am winning every single day, if I can do what I'm doing, that means that you can do it too. And if I can do what I'm doing with gambling or other areas of my life, you can do other areas of your life. Right? That's all it takes, man. I'm telling you, that's all it takes is just. Jim says 30,000 pre-Santos. You can donate. You can also donate to this mission. Is this an investment? Is this mission an investment? Well, you have to ask yourself that question, right? The way I look at it is, if I profit from something, if I profit from somebody, I'm going to share that with other people. I'm going to find a way to bring it to other people or do something positive with it. This mission that I'm on, I've invested a lot of money into this thing. So this is a good investment. Why? Because it's changing lives. It's changing lives. And there's proof. So, hey, here's a good investment, right? Might as well tell it like it is, because I need help, just like you need help. So, oh boy, we're going on. I'm overspending a little bit in general. I'm overspending in general a bit, actually, on things and experiences, not the casino or gambling. Yeah, enjoy your money. Enjoy. Nothing wrong with having a few nice things. But we lose. We get nice things and we lose them because we get caught up in gambling. We get caught up in all these other. The last time, Jim, I went to the casino to exclude the lady there, inherited 70,000. Her mother left and said, less than a month later, I only have 15 left. That made me so upset. Yeah. 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 Risk taking versus gambling. I think there is a fine line between the two. Gambling seems emotional risk. Well, the thing is, Jim, when people are looking for something. When people go into a casino, they're looking for something in the casino. We may not think about it, but that's what they're looking. They're looking for money. They're looking for enjoyment. Or some people go to a casino to find a mate, to find a boyfriend or girlfriend. But unfortunately, you're going about those things the wrong way. The casino is a mirage. It's temporary. It's a Band-Aid. It's like a red pill. Or should I say the sugar pill? Because it is kind of like a pill. You take it. But it doesn't, yeah. Yeah. That's shame and the thoughts, the evil thoughts that we get from the losses and the things that we've done, the lies, and it's horrible, man. I tell you, man, I laugh a little bit, but it kind of makes me cry inside when I think back of the things that I used to do, man. I remember one time I walked into a casino. I had a $15,000 check. I walked into a casino, and within about 5 to 10 minutes, I dropped like $5,000. I don't even think it was 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I dropped $5,000. And then, of course, that $15,000 that I had, I ended up losing it a couple days later. Like within 5 to 10 minutes. You think I'm gonna go back and do that stupid crap again? Go back and it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Nope. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. Is gambling just blindness, risk taking? And some people win money, you know. I never did for over 32 years, man. I thought I was going to hit the big one. 32 years. I thought you would think within 32 years you would have hit something big. So, you know, yeah, I got hit big pretty good. I got hit big because I made the decision to keep going. All right, my friends, it looks like we are going to wind down. We've hit about the hour mark. Yeah, where's your money? Where's your money? You know, it's like asking a little child, you know, like a 6 or 7 year old. You ask a little 6 or 7, where's your money? See what they say. When you're a problem gambler, it's just like that. You know, where's your money? Anyways, it's been an honor and a privilege. It's been an honor and a privilege to be here with you once again, growing, expanding, right? Getting more focused, right? Got to wear blinders. So I want to thank you guys. I do want to thank you guys for being here. We're going to wind down here. Jim, Paul, Mauricio. You see, did I go through this? And all the other people that are here, Jim Yumoto, Pablo. Hey, there's StreamYard. All right, my friends. It is Friday. Be safe. Remember to make your evening super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of. There's always going to be solutions in your problems. That's the sweet spot that you got to find, that you must find, is that sweet spot, my friend, the solution. I can, I will, I do, I am. I can, I will, I do, I am. Look for the solution. You'll thank me later for that one because you'll find it. You might have many, many problems. So if you have many, many problems, that means that you have also many, many solutions. I'll see you on my next broadcast at Sunday, 7 p.m. Or until then, my friends, remember to make it super fantastic, terrific, and over the top. I salute you. Santos Rolon Jr., your breakthrough coach, Stockton, California, soldiersofselfmastery.com.